Hey everyone, this is Jax again from the Popcorn Review Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw from WWE. Little weird today, having WWE at 3 p.m. I know they're in another country, another time zone. Um, did have off from work today, so I was able to start to watch it at 3 p.m. Netflix, fix your servers. Netflix, fix your servers. Fix your servers. Kept having issues, just like the Tyson fight. Kept getting kicked out, buffering. After a while, I was able to see John Cena's entire, I would say, promo or that thereof. Um, a lot of people were booing him. 50-50 were hating him. John Cena sucks. The other 50%, thank you, Cena. To a lot of people, this will probably be either the first or maybe last time they'll ever see Cena in person. I know they said they haven't been out there in 20 years for a live show like this. So it was a lot of people, you know, getting out there and seeing one of their heroes before they decide to retire. Um, I will say that I expected a lot more from that promo, to be honest with you. I thought um, John Cena did play the heel well, if you guys remember from way back when he first came into it, when he was wrestling Angle and he came out with that ruthless aggression when he said that. I feel like this is that John Cena's attitude. Um, he kind of flipped it on the fans, saying that this is the fans' fault. This is your fault. I've been here for 20 something years and it was never enough for you guys. And he's kind of right. A lot of people hated John Cena because he was always winning singles titles, US title, IC title. Actually, I'm not sure if he got the IC title. I don't think he has that one, but he has every major title, even tag team champion. Um, Honestly, John Cena, like he said, he was always winning, and people hated him for that. People always rooted against the bad guy or the heel against him. A lot of people wanted Randy Orton to win, or Batista, whoever he was against, CM Punk. They've always wanted to go against him. And he was a face, always was a face the entire time. So it makes a lot of sense that now he wants to blame the fans. Then Cody comes in after his 18 to 20 minutes in the ring. Comes in, people cheer him. I expected like a brawl between the two of them. John Cena kind of ignored him when he was in the ring. You know, Cody said his piece, jumps out of the ring or walks out the ring, looks back, perfectly placed WrestleMania sign, Cena underneath it. Expected a lot more. John Cena definitely has heat right now. Um, I will say it makes a lot of sense to turn Hina heel. Uh, to have two faces or two good guys go against each other didn't make a lot of sense. So it makes sense that one of them turned. Either would have been Cody turning, going with The Rock, and then, taking you know, not taking away Cena's dream of winning the next title, or this way here. He needed a strong heel. Cena's going to be that heel. We'll see what happens from there. I will say that if Cena does beat Cody at WrestleMania, I see Randy Orton probably be possibly the one who takes the title from Cena, but we have to wait and see what happens. Randy Orton ain't doing nothing right now, so it makes a lot of sense for him to put himself in there, or for WWE to put him in there. Again, makes a lot of sense. Um, Penta and Ludwig 3. Again, feel like we've been seeing this match for the last few months. Yeah, Penta took the first one pretty easily. Second one, Ludwig won, in a three-way. Um, love Penta's entrance, love Penta's gear since he was in AEW. I think he wrestled in Mexico and he also wrestled in Lucha Underground, but loved his gear when I saw him in AEW. Probably one of the best entrances right now. I know that his brother's coming, Ray Phoenix, soon. So we'll see how they put them together. After that win, you kind of see that he's kind of done with Ludwig. He's moving on. About time, honestly. Um, was hoping that Penta would go for a singles title and already saying, he wants to go after the IC title, which that move is going to be crazy. Um, to be to be honest with you, that match itself is going to be crazy. Um, They're both explosive. They're both high flyers, which is crazy because Braun is just huge. That dog. Um, he can do some crazy shit for a guy's his size. And Penta ain't scared either. Penta would jump off of a building if you told him to. Um, can't wait to see, you know, who Penta goes against because again, that main event is coming. Um, Dakota Kai there and Ivy Niles. Not a fan of that Ivy Niles, to be honest with you. Yeah, you know, American Made try to help her out. You saw LWO come out, Ray and Dragon Lee chase off those guys, and then Dakota Kai picked up the win. I think Dakota Kai is also better as a heel, personally, from what I've seen in NXT. So we'll see what happens there. Looks like she was face, but it could have been because American Made was kind of all dressed up in American gear, and everybody kind of hate Chaz Gable. So she might have gotten that rub there, Ivy. But we'll see what happens there. Ivy not a fan. Dakota Kai, hope she turns heel. Maybe she'll turn on Io. Because of right now, they're both looking like they're face right now. But we'll see what happens. Again, Dakota Kai is better as a heel. Um, I will say LWO did wrestle American Made later on that night. Ray and Dragon Lee again win there. Then you have someone that looks like Chad in the mask comes in, kind of takes him out from there. Security chases him off. Same thing we saw last week. We know for a fact that it's Chad Gable. At least part of the time it's Chad Gable. Someone else is wearing the mask to kind of like throw that off, even though we know it's Chad Gable. So we'll see. Maybe it is somebody from Lucha Underground. There is a rumor that WWE bought the rights or bought some type of footage of Lucha Underground. So we might see somebody from that there. Um, Seth Rollins and CM Punk's aftermath or none of that, to be honest with you. I expected something there. You got three guys there. You got Roman, you got Punk, you got Seth, and the only one talking was Seth. I will personally say that that's going to turn into a three-way match at WrestleMania. I think that having Paul Heyman kind of ties in Roman to Punk, and even having Seth there kind of ties him into Punk. I don't see Seth winning this match out of the three-way. I see it's either going to be Roman or Punk there who wins that three-way. I personally think that Paul Heyman's going to play a part in that. Paul Heyman owes CM Punk a favor. We don't know what that is yet. So he does owe him a favor. We don't know what that is. It's either going to be screwing over Roman to win the match, maybe make him number one contender from there, or he's going to cost someone a match and put Punk's name in it, something to that effect. So we'll see what that favor is. Again, I don't see Seth winning that match. I would say I see CM Punk or possibly Roman Reigns winning that match. I don't see Seth winning. He's been on kind of a losing streak lately. So we'll see what happens from there. AJ Styles had a cameo there or a promo, and then Cross shows up and kind of like little devil on his shoulder, talking shit, saying that you shouldn't be mad at Logan Paul just because he's been there, did in less time that it took you in WWE, kind of being the little puppet master you see there on his shirt and everything. Cross actually had two segments. He was also talking with Dom over there in the background. I figured that it might be because he was trying to double cross Finn, pun intended. Um, but to be honest with you, it doesn't look that way. Dom said that he wants Penta. Then that kind of threw Finn Balor off again, saying, hey, how can you do that? You snake this, that, and the third. To be honest with you, I thought the Judgment Day's over. Once they did that whole thing with kicking Edge out, didn't feel like it was a thing. The only two that came out of there that looked strong was Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, to be honest with you. They went their way. They got kicked out. And now I think that it should just be Dom, Raquel, and Dom, Raquel there and Liv. Just the three of them doing their own thing. Dom should probably go maybe back to NXT, win the title there, or try to win the IC title or US title. I feel like the US title really ain't doing nothing right now, in my eyes anyway. The IC title, I feel like that's the one that's kind of pushing people to a world title shot. So we'll see how that goes. And then Finn should just be on his own. Carlito ain't doing shit. Finn should just be on his own. I think Finn's better on his own. He doesn't need a faction behind him. So at some point, Finn should be by himself, taking care of business. Finn's a great wrestler. You know, the coup de grace finisher is crazy. I'd be scared as hell someone coming 2 feet straight into my chest. That's crazy to me. But um, also with that being said, I'll say that Jay Uso and Austin Theory there throwaway match just to show that Jay is relevant right now. To be honest with you, they're making Austin Theory look like a punk ass or you know a chump. They're just burying that guy. It could be because that was Vince's guy, and then these guys don't have the same behind him. But I will say, yeah, he's getting his minutes, but Austin Theory is being buried. I think Jay beat him in less than 5 minutes. You know, gets attacked by the two of them. Gunther shows up. At least Jay got over one on Gunther this time. A lot of people don't like the fact that Jay won the Royal Rumble this year. I personally feel like Jay does and should get an opportunity. Even if his title reign isn't long, I feel like he should beat Gunther. I'm surprised Gunther got the title that fast. I don't feel like he was on the main roster for that long, a few years, if that. And automatically got pushed to a world title already. I'm not a fan of Gunther. I know the fans love Gunther when you hear him in the crowd. You know, whether they're booing him or cheering him, the fans love Gunther. I personally didn't like Gunther. I like Damian Priest better. His title reign wasn't that long either. So I hope Jay gets a shot, even if it's a short title reign. Um, Maybe you have another story with Braun, dropping the IC title to Penta. And then from there, Penta chases Jay after he beats Gunther and then kind of chases Jay from there. And then Jay kind of like maybe wins it back or maybe drops it to Braun. Braun's going to be there for a long time. Um, Braun's probably going to be there for the next 10 to 15 years. Jay's earned his shot. He's not called main event Jay Uso for nothing. He's been in the main event for the last either Saturday Night Lives or pay-per-views in general. So why not give that guy his shot and his flowers? Again, hope Jay wins. Hope Jay gets a chance. He's eating everywhere. He's showing up in your city. Um, just enjoy it, guys. I feel like it's going to be a great match. Jay does deserve it. Um, so we'll see what happens from there. WrestleMania. Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Um, everybody expects at a signing there's going to be some blows. Bianca came out saying that, oh, Io, you put your hands on me, this, that, and the third. But Bianca, you shoved her face first. That's disrespectful. You muffed her, pushed her out of the way. And then, you got Rhea that comes out, kind of stops the whole contract signing, and then kind of says the same thing like, oh, Io, you'll put your hands on me. Girls, y'all did the most disrespectful thing ever. Y'all put your hand in somebody's face and shoved her off. Doesn't make any sense. She was protecting herself, and she's right. Y'all gonna respect her. She is the champion. I thought it was bullshit that Rhea dropped the title. To be honest with you, like I watched that live, and I'm like, what the hell is WWE doing? To say that it was going to be Io versus Belair, thought that was a weak match, just the two of them. I think Rhea and Belair would have been a better fight or a better match. Then what happens? Pushes Io out of the way, slaps Belair, puts her on the table, tries to powerbomb Io Sky through the table. Didn't work. Guess it wasn't working that day. Table wasn't fixed or whatever the case is. Grabs the contract, signs it. Adam Pearce tries to chase her off. No, you can't do that. That's not how this works. Honestly, it's a better match, better star power. Makes sense to have Rhea in there. Rhea Ripley is the new Charlotte Flair guy. She's going to be in the title picture for a long time. Um, she's powerful. She's good on the mic. Great body. Bianca, same thing. Good on the mic. Powerful. Great body. Io Sky is more. She can't talk that well. English isn't her first language, so she's trying. She's crazy acrobatic, with her flips and everything. The three of them together, going to put more eyes on that match. Better match with the three of them, to be honest with you. Just two of the girls together, Bianca and Io. Didn't think it was a great match. Now it's a better match. Going to be another three-way at WrestleMania with the girls there. I still think Io may pull that one out, to be honest with you, solely because I think Bianca and Rhea Ripley are going to be worrying about themselves. not worrying about her and she's going to get possibly a roll up or an upset win, even though she's the champion. Or Bianca Belair may have Naomi get into it or tries to cost her the match or something to that effect. Or we might see Bianca turn heel. I hope Rhea doesn't turn heel. She was heel, a couple years ago or last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I think she's right where she needs to be. Again, great idea to put the three of them together. Her name's on the contract. Nothing they can do. It is what it is. Great episode for Raw. Again, was weird. Trying to watch WWE at 3 p.m. Took a while. Like I said, Netflix was buffering. Thought it was just me. Netflix told me to restart it, unplug my TV, did all that. Put on a different show. Worked perfectly fine. Netflix, figure it out, please. Definitely want to watch WWE. It makes it easier for me. I can, if I'm watching it later on, a day later, hit play and pause whenever I want. So definitely appreciate that. Again, can't wait to see what WrestleMania has to offer. I would say with these matches that I've been talking about, it's going to be a great show. And again, 3 p.m. on a Monday, pretty crazy. But again, guys, this is Jax. Thanks for watching the Popcorn Review Podcast. Have a great one.